Welcome to One More Game presented by Hoosier Pickleball. I am host Matt Brandenberger alongside my wife, who is homebound right now, Abby. Hi, Abby. How are the kids? And our producer, Adam Marino. Yes, I am actually away on
finger guns.
There's finger guns, Adam. Back at you. I'm on a little getaway trip with work at a conference. And so we wanted to bring you a very special podcast, a recap of Nationals, which just happened last week. But we couldn't all get together, so we thought we'd try it this way. So how fun is this? We're all in different locations, but still bringing you the One More Game podcast on this very special Nationals recap episode. So, Abby, kids are well. You said they're in bed. You're getting along well without me?
Yeah, just fine. I mean, we miss you.
Yeah.
Stay longer. It's fine.
Okay. Well, hey,
I mean,
I'll
we
take
do.
you up on
We
that.
miss you.
If I can find some pickleball
I didn't
games
say
down
that.
here. Yeah. Adam's putting words in your mouth. But yeah, we wanted to just kind of give you guys a recap from Nationals, which we just got back from earlier this week. Abby and I were out in Palm Springs, Indian Wells Tennis Center is where we were at for Pickleball Nationals, the Margaritaville U.S. Nationals. And
So I think it's Palm Desert.
Palm Desert, yeah. Palm Springs, Palm Desert. There's a whole bunch of cities that are all kind of right in that same area. So the official address, you might be right, it's Palm Desert. But regardless, that area is beautiful and some of my favorite weather. Mid-70s during the day, cool nights. It was perfect. So much better than the weather we have currently in the beautiful state of Indiana, which it's been snowing. Feels like all the snow in November. I don't understand it, but it's all good. So yeah, we just kind of wanted this episode to kind of give you a recap of Nationals, our experience out there, our takeaways from it, what we learned, what we saw, all of that. Maybe, Abby, kind of start with our road to Nationals. How did we get there? What did that look like for us?
Well, to get to Nationals, you have to win a golden ticket at a golden ticket tournament. And so the one nearest to us this year was Beer City in Michigan. So I won gold with a partner and ditched him. And no, I didn't. It was all kind of, we had this planned that we would then separate and take two additional people. Matt did not get a golden ticket in mixed, so I took him. Matt got the golden ticket, though, in doubles, in men's doubles.
Okay.
And so then he actually played with somebody else, too. So
It's all kind of a strange thing, the way it works. I actually had two golden tickets in men's doubles, one from the previous year where I had won. I got an exemption to come back and play at Nationals again, but then also won, like Abby said, at Beer City. So I was able to qualify to play. Unfortunately, that didn't mean that I could use that golden ticket for anything else, but it worked out well that Abby and I were able to play mixed together. Then I played men's, and I had also qualified by winning gold at Beer City in singles. So I played in 3 events, which, let me just say, wasn't my favorite. And I kind of feel like the singles being on the front end of it, I've said, and I don't know if Abby will hold me to this or not, but if there's an event where singles is first, I'm not sure if I'll do that again. I enjoy playing singles, but the reason I'm there is for doubles, mixed doubles, and men's doubles. And playing singles up front, I was like not into like competitive mode. I was just more nervous about getting hurt, and I didn't love that at all. It kind of set me up, I felt like, for the week of just kind of not being in a great frame of mind. So both my singles and then men's doubles didn't do great in those. I won a couple matches and lost a couple matches in each of them, and went out. So by Sunday, when Abby and I played together in our only event, that was really kind of our whole focus, going out there together was to see how well we could do in that. And Abby, give us a quick recap of how our day went at mixed nationals.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I wish we would have won more, but I'm not upset. We won to stay in the winners bracket our first game. We lost to go into the losers bracket. We won in the losers bracket and then lost in the losers bracket. So, I mean, going 2-2.
We like to say opportunity, not losers. We're not losers.
I don't. It's for the losers.
We're losers. Right?
I was in it.
Friendship bracket.
So I feel like my takeaway was, part of this conversation is going to be duper ratings as the people we faced were all significantly higher in their duper ratings than Matt and I. And, we beat a couple of them. And we lost to a couple of them. And I think that's great. It encouraged me that, I'm not super far off from a higher duper rating. We were playing a 5-2 at one point and we beat him. So, there's just, I think the thing that I specifically need to work on is consistency, and I can do that. So there's no magic shot that I'm missing.
Yeah. Just to give some context for those that may not know about the different rating systems, but Abby keeps referring to the duper system, and that's probably what I would say the most accurate form of rating because it pulls in your ratings from even rec play, but all tournaments, whether they're sanctioned or not, it pulls in your results from those. And so it gives kind of the most comprehensive rating. Most people's duper ratings are a little higher than their standard US PR rating, which is what nationals use. So everybody's rating in duper might be a little bit higher, but it's hard to kind of know exactly where to put people when a lot of these folks, their ratings are down in one rating system, USPR, under a 4.5, so that's why they can play 4.0, but really they're much higher level players. And Abby and I, our duper ratings are 4.4 and 4.6, and so we're solid, but we're still kind of in that range. Whereas some of these people, their duper ratings, like Abby said, were fives, and so these are really strong players. But I agree with you, Abby. I was encouraged by the end of the day and watching even the gold medal match. Sure, they're stronger players than us, but it's not like a whole nother stratosphere. It's more like, we just need more consistency. These are just a few things that we need to work on, and we can be right there. And I would say also it's who they're playing against, their level of competition. We've got great high-level play here in Fort Wayne, but in tournaments that we play in, we need to also make sure that we're playing against the highest level competition we can to prepare ourselves for big events like nationals, I would say. Do you agree with that, or do you like?
Yeah, I think we need to be playing the best competition we can. So I would look forward to going to some, local tournaments and nearby, whatever, and trying
regional,
4.550 level. So just to see what happens.
Right.
Especially if it's a round robin. If it's going out, I don't like to play, but if it's a round robin, I don't care if I lose 7 games.
Yeah.
It's just good experience.
And I heard this when I first started playing. I totally agree with this. There's kind of like two different perspectives when you start playing in tournaments. Are you chasing medals and like prizes, or are you trying to, get as good as you can? And I think when people first start playing, you kind of start out and it's fun to win those medals, right? You don't want to just go 2 and out at a tournament. That's never fun. But the more I think that we've started playing and have collected, we have plenty of medals. Now it's like, man, now I kind of want to play as hard a competition as I can to really push myself to learn what I need to do to improve.
Yeah, I think so. And also it's worth mentioning that this truly is, at nationals, it really is all gold medal winners. I mean, you're looking at
Right.
various tournaments of gold medal. I mean, so we played
It's the best
really
of the
good
best.
people. I mean, it was really fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. So,
It was.
it was a great experience. I think I learned a lot. And so, have you heard did you win or learn? So I feel like, man,
we learned.
I really feel like I walked away learning.
But you did a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Did a little winning and a lot of learning.
Yeah.
And I would echo that by saying, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say the takeaway that I would have also and encourage people listening, if you get a chance to go out there, absolutely do it. So, trying to get into the lottery, it seems like it's getting harder and harder. So qualifying for tournaments is probably the best route to get there. But even if you don't qualify, just going out there, and we got to watch a lot of pros play, and you're walking, right up next to them, brushing shoulders with the pros, seeing them play, seeing other people, even not the pros, but just amateurs playing in these high level events. It's a blast, and that area is beautiful. I mean, just surrounded by palm trees and mountains. It's just an awesome area.
Yeah, and I think it's worth also just mentioning that, we got a house and we were with friends and we had a hot tub and we just had so much fun with our people, and we went and played. If we weren't playing pickleball at the facility, we went and found places to play. I mean, it was so much pickleball and so much In-N-Out burgers.
Yes. California, baby.
How many did we eat?
Love it.
More than I care to admit. So I guess if you add up all of the double doubles, I did do the 3x3 one time. Yeah. So I don't know. I was pushing 10 pieces of meat by the end of the trip, because I think it was 3 or 4 times we went to the In-N-Out. It's amazing though. I mean, if we had one in Fort Wayne, I'd be about 500 pounds, I think. So what else? What else do we want to give a recap of nationals, Abby? Anything else we missed?
I mean, I don't think so. I think just, how interesting ratings are. I mean, that's a factor in a lot of tournaments, and, us walking away with our goals of playing higher level in tournaments and developing a consistent game. I think we're good.
Yeah,
how about you?
Sure. I would agree with that. It was definitely a learning experience. It was fun to share it with you. That was something we didn't get to do together last year when I won nationals. I was out there, just playing men's, and didn't get to play with you and mix. So I loved having you out there, even though we didn't come away with any medals. That was great. And it was fun to kind of just get away as well. It's been also fun coming back to the crazy and all that entails that. Our oldest daughter playing basketball. Abby was just at a game tonight. I had to miss it. Kind of stunk. But
you did not miss anything.
I did not miss anything. 8th grade girls basketball can be kind of, some turnovers and some jump balls probably. It feels like that's.
I mean, I feel like, let's talk about women's sports, because I'll say it. I will say that I hate watching women's sports.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
And
we're not. This is where we have to be quiet, Adam. Don't not fall for that.
I can watch women's pickleball and volleyball and track and field. Those are the 3 women's sports that are fun to watch.
I enjoy all of those women's sports as well. I'll leave it. Those are my 3 favorites as well.
I solemnly swear.
You guys agree with me.
100%. I mean, but let's just talk about that for a second. That's, again, what makes pickleball so great. It's such an equalizer, where you can step on a court. And I mean, how many times you hear guys talk about, like, oh, if I were I could play in the WNBA, and I'm not getting into whether that's true or not, but any guy who's ever stepped on a court with a high level women's pickleball player will quickly recognize they do not belong. So it's the line between
Yeah.
high level men's and women's in pickleball is much, much different than most other sports, I would say. There's one other thing we have to address because we had a very big week in the TikTok world. We went viral, right? I mean, wasn't that like, I mean, we've never experienced anything like this. So if you've not,
It's the dumbest one.
yeah, that was crazy. We went on TikTok from like 60 followers. We're trying to build this thing, right? We're trying to get more people out there. Please tell your friends. We want people to listen to the One More Game podcast. And one of the ways that we're doing that is just by trying to have a presence on TikTok and putting stuff out there. Some of it pickleball related, but a lot of it just fun family goofiness and shenanigans. And so we just record like on a whim. I mean, I picked up the phone and I was like, I saw this, voice or this, trend that was going around where this guy's singing to his wife and she's, not next to him. Actually, it was reversed. The one I saw was a woman singing to her husband and he kind of like gagged and threw up in his mouth. I thought his reaction was great. But Abby's sitting next to me on the couch. And so I just played it and just had this Neanderthal face on. And her reaction was just great. It was like perfect. She's just kind of like, what? And then she's just like laughing, like, oh my gosh, what's wrong?
Laughing.
So anyways, and overnight it goes to 2 million views. We have 2 million people who have watched this stupid video and like hundreds, thousands even of comments that are like, oh, this is hilarious. It's the funniest thing. Please do more. And I'm like, do I need, like, is this my calling? Am I supposed to be Neanderthal man? So we did do like a part 2 where I sang, it's Aaron Neville's song with Linda Ronstadt. Look at this man. Yeah. I know that you, whatever. I can't remember all the lyrics. I had listened. My dad loved that CD. And so I listened to it a ton as a kid. So I do really like that song. But anyways, we did a part 2 where I finished up the rest of it, but that just cracks me up how crazy that went. So if you don't follow us on TikTok, you should go there, check us out at Hoosier Pickleball. So that was also part of our crazy week while we were in California, blowing up TikTok.
Yeah.
To be fair, we don't do much TikTok, so for us, this was like, oh.
That was good. Good stuff. It was a good week and highly recommend going out to nationals for anybody who's listening. So next year we hope to do that.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed this bonus episode of One More Game presented by Hoosier Pickleball. And check us out. We will be back again, dropping a new episode this Monday. So just a couple days from now, you will hear a brand new episode where we have a special guest, Ryan Kearns, joining us. You are not going to want to miss that one. It's going to be one of our best episodes yet. So thanks again.
It'll be better than what was on CBS.
Oh,
Yes.
For sure.
It'll be way better than what was on.
For sure.
That was terrible.
Guaranteed.
See ya.